Greetings everybody, I'm Commander Great, CJ for short. Sorry, no game review today. I know you all expected one, but sadly the game I ordered still hasn't arrived yet. So instead, I decided to strap my friend Wally the Walrus here to a rocket that when this time hits 0, it'll send him to the moon.
Wally, go to space.
Yes, you are, Wally.
CJ, what the hell are you doing? Why is Wally strapped to a rocket?
Relax, Joe. I'm just gonna send Wally to the moon. It'll be fun.
Do you realize how dangerous that is?
Well, I am autistic, if that makes you feel better.
Well, not really, but it does explain a lot.
Alright, Wally, it's almost ready. Are you ready to go to space?
Spaceman Wally, go to moon.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1.5, 0! You know, we probably should have done it outside.
Delivery.
Oh, I bet that's my package.
Oh my god!
I've been waiting so long for this game to come out and now it's finally here, in my hands! My disgusting nerd hands! So let's pop in the cartridge, grab our controller, and hope that this game will be the best Sonic game yet.
8 hours later.
That was not a Sonic game at all!
Star Wars is one of my favorite film franchises. I love all the characters, all the awesome vehicles, all the funny Jar Jar moments, and yes, I even love all the movies. Now, there are Star Wars movies that are clearly superior over others, but even the ones that aren't very good, I still enjoy because I just really love this franchise. Except for Star Wars Rebels. If you like this show, then please unsubscribe from my channel because I do not want you here.
Why do you hate Star Wars Rebels exactly?
Nah, I don't know, I probably just want to argue about it with someone's sister.
Another thing I really love is Legos. Could you tell by looking at my room? I've always loved Legos. Ever since I was a little kid, I've loved them. I love building sets and collecting figures and making mocks. Truly, the possibilities with Legos are endless. You can pretty much build whatever you want. I even built food out of Lego once.
It's very nutritious and full of fiber.
So you can imagine my excitement when back in 2010, I found this little game called Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. A game with Lego and Star Wars? How could it possibly get any better? Well, by adding Gonk Droid, of course. It's Gonk Droid! Oh my god, Gonk Droid! It's here! Gonk Droid is finally here! I love Gonk Droid! So yeah, Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga was a pretty good game, and it was a huge part of my childhood next to nicotine. Now, ever since this game came out, we've got a couple more LEGO Star Wars games, like LEGO Star Wars 3 and LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. These are fine games, nothing extraordinary, but none of these games really capture the original charm that the Complete Saga had. At least they had Gonk Droid. But then, out of nowhere at E3 2019, we got the grand reveal that you can play as an old woman in Watch Dogs. And also, LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga was revealed. A new LEGO Star Wars game that'll apparently feature an open world, over 300 characters, and allowing you to play through all 9 Star Wars movies, and it's coming out in 2020? I was so excited!
And now the game has finally come out. And it is definitely not 2020. Or maybe it is, I don't know, own a calendar.
Yeah, this game was delayed a lot. It went from being supposed to come out in 2020 to spring 2021 to fall 2021 until finally being slated for a spring 2022 release date. And now that it's finally out, what do I think of it? Well, it's a pretty good LEGO Star Wars game, but an absolutely horrible Sonic game. I mean, Sonic wasn't even in the game! Was he supposed to be the blue alien in Jabba's sail barge? Now, you might not be aware of this, but this game is not a remake of the Complete Saga. This is a full-on reimagining. The main difference you'll notice is that the game is now fully voice-acted instead of using grunts. Now, I have said in the past that I feel like the humor in the later LEGO games has really gotten worse, since they have to rely on dialogue instead of simple slapstick like the older ones do. Well, what I meant by that was that it doesn't work for every single LEGO game that is in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Because, you know, the game wasn't out at the time. Surprisingly, the voice acting in this game actually works pretty well. They don't use any voice clips from the movies, and instead they bring in voice actors to play the role of the characters. Now, for some, it sounds pretty spot on.
When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
And some sound like an angsty teenager who's mad at their mom for not letting them go out partying.
Give me the map!
Now yes, the game is voice acted and they use mostly lines from the movies. However, they still manage to sneak in some slapstick moments too. It's like a little bit of both. You'll have dialogue that progresses the story, and then you'll also have something silly going on in the background, like Jar Jar being tortured because of his affiliation with a terrorist organization.
I knew there was something fishy going on with you!
Now, the way this game is set up is quite different from the old games. Gone are the days of going to the levels in the cantina, and now you simply choose the episodes from a menu. So, since LEGO Star Wars the video game was the first LEGO game by TT Games to ever come out, why don't we start with episode 1, the best and the most exciting Star Wars movie of all. The first episode starts with you getting to fly around in a ship and landing on board a separatist droid control ship. Once you finally get inside, you get to control Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi and get a feel for how the skin controls. You can use your lightsaber to hit things, you can throw it, and also use the Force on objects to throw them or move them around. Yeah, using the Force is a big part of this game, just like how it's a big part of my life. Watch me carefully lift this bomb right here. This might be a good time to mention how absolutely gorgeous this game looks. Everything really looks like it's made out of real Legos, with how shiny and nice everything looks, how everything connects, and also the fact that you can literally see the Lego logo on every piece. It's almost like I could reach to the screen and touch it. So just like the movie, you get guided to a room where you're told to wait. In the meantime, you make some chairs dance the Gangnam Style until the room fills out with poisonous gas and you escape and slaughter some battle droids. And yes, Diego, the combos are very cool. Now, this isn't actually the first level of the game. This is simply a ship area. The real first level comes when you get down to Naboo and meet up with Boss Nass. And then when you get on board the Bungo sub, that's when the first level starts. Now, this level is fun and all, but honestly, I would have much preferred if this was the first level instead. Cause this part just honestly feels way too short. All you do is battle some battle droids and then get out of there. Well, I guess Qui-Gon Jinn was right about one thing. The negotiations were short. Non-Star Wars fans must be so confused right now. This is how the game is set up. You'll go from walking around in an overworld, to playing through a level, to flying around in a ship, to playing through a level again, which is often pretty short. That's my main problem with this game. Some of the levels just feel way too short, especially in the prequel movies. And many of them are really lacking in the fun puzzles that make the LEGO game so fun in the first place. One of the reasons why I love the original LEGO Star Wars game so much is because it actually makes you think in creative ways on how to solve the puzzles it presents. I mean, some of them are actually pretty difficult.
Or maybe it's just because you're really dumb and can't even figure out how to solve a Rubik's Cube.
But it's so hard!
So yeah, the puzzles this game throws at you are not the best, but I think it makes up for it in how fun the combat is. The combat here has been completely revamped. In the original games, all you really do with a lightsaber is simply wave it around and sometimes you might do a flip. However, here you can do all kinds of combos with it and even throw it to hit stuff in the distance. The characters with blasters have also been completely revamped. Instead of simply pressing the shoot button and hope it shoots at the enemy you were supposed to shoot at, here you actually get to control it in this over-the-shoulder perspective, which I think works way better. They even added this little detail where if you shoot at a clone trooper or stormtrooper's helmet, they'll fly off and you'll get to see a look at their face. Wait, why is this person wearing glasses?
Oh, I hate this game! There's no glasses in Star Wars lore!
Actually, in Season 3, Episode 19 of Star Wars Rebels, there is a character who wears glasses.
Joe, never say that again!
What, Star Wars Rebels?
No, the number 19!
Why?
Because I can't count to 19 and it reminds me of how much of a failure I was in kindergarten!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 movies are playable in this game, and they're all equally fun to play. No matter what you think of the actual movies, there's sure to be things here you enjoy. That being said, the original trilogy is definitely the best. The prequels and the sequels are fun too, but come on, the original trilogy? Chef's kiss, cream of the crop. Except for this part, I hate this. But don't think that beating all the movies is all you need to do. No, no, no. Once you complete all the movies, you'll unlock free play mode where you can travel to any location you want and explore freely around and do quests to unlock characters like Claude, Yarrow Poof, and Babu Frick. Yes, those are all real characters in this game. There is so much to discover, and I won't spoil too much of this game because I genuinely want you to experience it for yourself. And if you're not a Star Wars fan, then go play Party Babies instead. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga isn't perfect. There are some parts of it that feels kinda lacking and rushed, and I wish some of the levels were a bit longer. But overall, this game is an awesome game that really captures the charm of the original games and the movies. I know some people have had problems with this game, and that's okay. Not everyone are going to enjoy this game. However, I absolutely loved it, and I absolutely recommend it for anyone who loves Star Wars or Legos. 8 out of 10.
Well, that was sure fun. Hey, Joe, remember earlier today when I sent Wally to space?
Oh yeah, I hope he's safe up there.
Nah, I'm sure he's fine.